Hello my darlings, I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you are sitting comfortably, you are cozy, you have your snacks and your beverages, you're all cuddled up in a blanket or a big cardigan, unless obviously you are somewhere that's pretty hot right now, and then I hope the aircon or a fan or a nice drink is keeping you cool. Anyway, in today's video, it is going to be one of my old school rambly type videos. I've not done one of these in a very long time. I've been doing a lot of researched, structured type videos, which are my absolute favorite to do at the minute. I absolutely love doing a deep dive kind of video. I like doing the research and writing a ton of notes. I don't know, I'm just very much enjoying that type of content, but I thought I would do a video to check in with you all, see how you are all doing, how this spooky season is treating you. Is there anything fun and exciting going on in your life right now? Do a sound off down below, or are you having a bit of a tough time? Again, if you feel comfortable sharing or you just want to vent, then again, sound off down below. We can all be each other's support system. So there's only a couple of things that I want to talk about. I don't know, to be honest, we're just gonna have a random chit chat type of video. I need to drink. My mouth is dry. I'm gonna leave that one in. I cut out so many burps from my videos now, it's insane. Oh, also, I know I'm gonna get questions about this cardigan. I got it from a brand called a Black Star Co. I ordered it myself. I pre-ordered it back in May because it come up in my Discover feed, and oh, I'm obsessed. But it's freaking massive. It's so big. I think I got the medium to large, and it like drowns me. It's so big, but it's so cozy. I do know that they do sell out really quickly, and you have to sometimes pre-order. But I'll leave a link down below to their Instagram and their shop. Again, not sponsored. I pre-ordered this myself and all of that. But yeah, it's been one of my most complimented pieces that I own, and I don't really take it off unless it's really warm. Then I'm sweating in it. Don't want to be doing that, but oh, it's so lovely. And they have so many other like Halloween-y, spooky cardigans and other items. Honestly, it's just, oh, their stuff is so nice. So anyway, I got my other knee tattooed on Thursday, the something of October. What was the date? Let me just double check. The 5th. And this knee tattoo was pretty spur of the moment, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously I have wanted my knee tattooed for a very long time. I got my left, I had to check my L&R on my thumbs because I don't know my left and right. I got my left knee tattooed last winter, so winter 2022 I think it was. I think it was in like February or something like that. And ever since then I have wanted to do the right one, but I've kind of put it off, and then I got pretty unwell to the point where I just put off getting tattooed for a couple of reasons. One, of course, was going through being unwell. It wasn't unwell, it was a condition that I've had my whole life, but it got worse. And basically, I'm sure the majority of you know the whole story, but a very quick recap to not bore the people that already know. I had a condition called RCPD. Basically meant that I could not burp. I've never ever been able to burp, and it gave me a lot of side effects, and throughout the majority of my life it affected me daily, but not terribly. And then it got worse last October, November time. Well, it was more November, December time. And it got to the point where anytime I ate, I was in pain. I was miserable. I was so uncomfortable. I was so bloated. The cramping was horrific. I had terrible gurgling noises, which is something I've had the whole of my life anyway, but it was getting louder and more obnoxious. And I was just having a terrible time with it. And it got to the point where, trigger warning, I will put a timestamp here so you can skip this bit if this is triggering to you, but I'm going to be talking about disordered eating, not because of an eating disorder, because of a chronic illness, just letting you know. Anyway, it got to the point where I couldn't eat during the day if I had other things to do. For example, filming, editing, going shopping, doing your everyday tasks, cleaning, anything like that, because as soon as I ate, it was game over. I would have to lay down for hours and hours and hours and hours, and it was not fun. I think I was suffering with that for, so let's say from November to the end of July. So obviously with that, I couldn't eat which meant I couldn't really get tattooed, you know? Because I always advise that you need to eat before you get tattooed, and you need to have snacks with you just in case, you know, you get hungry or you feel a bit faint or whatever, right? And I obviously knew that I just could not get tattooed while being hungry. It's just, I cannot do that, okay? So yeah, getting tattooed was out of the question for me personally. It just wasn't going to happen. I also wanted to be a good example. I didn't want to be like swanning off getting tattooed while I haven't eaten, making videos about it and being like, oh yeah, you know, like I haven't eaten. Like, that's not good. That's not a good example. And yeah, I just wasn't up to it either. So I have not got tattooed for a very long time. But then I had the treatment for RCPD, which is Botox injected into your throat. Just to clarify, I've had this treatment twice. I had it in March of this year and it really didn't work that well at all. But the second dose was the sweet spot. And yeah, that was on the 31st of July. I'm now filming this on Tuesday the 10th of October, so we are 2 months in now, and I sadly can feel the Botox wearing off. Sometimes it is a little bit tricky for me to get a burp out, but I can still burp like an absolute sailor once I've drank something and eaten something, so that's great. I can still function like a normal human being. It's just every now and then a burp will get stuck, and I don't know if it's gonna keep declining like that, because when I first got the Botox I was burping all the freaking time, like I could not stop. But now it's mainly after meals or eating or drinking something or whatever, you know. I just need a little bit of assistance to get the air out. But I feel like that's normal with everybody, right? Like Tom said that he normally only burps after eating or drinking or whatever, or just intaking a lot of air. So I'm starting to burp more like a normal person instead of like a 7-year-old boy that's just learned, you know, burps are funny. So yeah, I'm now leading a pretty normal life. Me and Tom now have a hobby of going to food festivals, and the fact that I can walk around and eat so many different foods. I mean, obviously we share the food that we eat, but I would never ever be able to do that even before this got worse, because should I go out for food, I would have been suffering. You know, my dream has always been able to, you know, eat at different places, walk around, even before the RCPD got worse in like November. I'm talking like the majority of my life, eating at random places and walking around. I would have been so uncomfortable and so miserable to the point where I'd have to lay down, which has happened a few times just from eating one meal. So yeah, going to like food festivals and, you know, eating some snacks here and there, walking around, having fun, looking at all like the stalls, buying things and being comfortable. Like this is it, like it's night and day how much better I feel. There's still a few side effects that I'm having, which is breathlessness. I still get pretty out of breath with talking a lot, laughing a lot, you know, even like filming videos. I can feel it now. You know, I get like just breathless, like I feel like I've like ran up 1,000 stairs or whatever, but I'm just sitting here talking, and I think it's because my throat is still Botoxed open quite a bit and air just comes in, you know? And then I feel like I'm suffocating. But to be honest with you, I'd rather have that than what I had before, you know? Like a bit of breathlessness is absolutely nothing in comparison to how unwell and awful I felt before. So anyway, circling back around, now that I can function, you know, like a normal human being pretty much, that means I can eat and do things with ease. So back to the tattoo. Like I said, it was a spur of the moment thing. So the artist that I wanted to do my other knee tattoo did my first knee tattoo. Her name is Emma Arietti, and I wanted her to do my other knee just because she's like one of my favorite traditional tattoo artists. She is freaking awesome. Her line work is impeccable. Her saturation and color palette work is just beautiful. So I knew she would be able to do an amazing knee tattoo for me. So anyway, she had an appointment free for Thursday the 5th of October, and she posted it on Instagram, and it was actually Tom that sent it to me and was like, knee tattoo, because he knew I wanted my knee tattoo, but trying to figure out when to get it, because I don't want to book anything too far in advance just in case I end up feeling really crap again or whatever. But yeah, the way this worked out is just great. And also, Tom was off on that Thursday. He, on the Wednesday, went to a football match, so booked the day off after, which was the Thursday. And where Emma works, I can't get to easily because I don't drive. I've never had my license or whatever. And for me to get to her studio, I would have to get a train into London and then a train out of London back to where she works, which is Hitchin. And then the train station isn't like super close to her studio, so I'd have to get a taxi. I know that doesn't sound too bad, but it's like a 3-4 hour situation, you know, when it's only an hour away in the car. So Tom would have to take me to any appointment that I have with Emma, because, you know, I'm a passenger princess. So yeah, it all worked out very, very nicely, basically. I just realised I have filmed a video and now I'm filming this one and I didn't put my pumpkin light on in the back. I'm so sad. I need to put it on because I've got the big sad over it now. Okay, that is a bit better. It just adds a bit of ambiance, you know? So anyway, long story short, the knee tattoo was spur of the moment and everything worked out perfectly. So before the tattoo appointment, I was able to eat some breakfast, which was fantastic. And again, I didn't feel awful. I felt normal, way more normal than I have ever in my whole entire life. Like, it's insane how much I have been putting up with for the whole of my life just because I can't burp. It's just, honestly, this Botox has, it's like, I know it sounds so stupid, but it saved my life basically, you know? Like, it just made me think, wow, I've been putting up with a lot in my life. So yeah, I had my breakfast and then we travelled down to Emma's private studio. She opened it up not too long ago, I want to say like a couple of months or so, and seeing her studio was just freaking amazing. Like, I'm so proud of her. She's done so well with it. So the process of my knee tattoo when it comes to design, first of all, let's just get it out of the way, okay? Yes, I got another rose tattoo. You can all roast me for it. I know. Oh, Lauren's got another rose tattoo. How many rose tattoos is that now? 100. I know, okay? A traditional rose tattoo is my absolute favourite. Like, I honestly, if I had my whole body covered in them, I would be happy. Actually, I wouldn't, because there's so many other things I want. But with the gap that I had on my knee, to get anything in there, it was kind of like this shape. The first plan was to have an animal head to match the bat, but with the gap that I was left with from the other tattoos I've got, it just wasn't gonna happen, you know? Like, it just, the space, it just wasn't gonna happen. And my second choice was always a rose, okay? I love rose knee tattoos so dang much. And yes, okay, a lot of people have them, but it's what I like, okay? I honestly don't know how many rose tattoos I have now. I haven't actually counted. But yeah, anyway, Emma put on a rose stencil on my knee and then freehanded a lot of the elements around it. And then she added in an extra flower underneath to just fill in the gap. She's like, I'm just gonna add in a little flower here to fill in this annoying gap. And I was like, yes, okay, please, thank you, that's amazing. She did such a great job freehanding the majority of the tattoo and just filling out that space. I love it so much. It again is perfection to me, like any traditional rose tattoo. It's everything I could ever want, and it has Emma's little pizzazz added onto it. You know, I just really like it. So the tattoo, of course, with it being a knee tattoo, it was, oh honey, it was so painful. I hated every minute of it. Of course, for me, line work is the absolute worst. I absolutely hate line work when it comes to getting tattooed. It just feels like wet fire. It feels like I have been burnt at the stake. It feels like someone has got a knife and just stabbed me and then done some carving on me. I feel like a pumpkin. My knee was a pumpkin. Luckily, Emma is quite a quick tattooer, so the line work didn't take too long. I didn't actually look at the clock because me, Tom and Emma were talking throughout the majority of my tattoo appointment, so I didn't really pay too much attention with times and what have you. But I think all in all, the tattoo took about two-ish hours, maybe 2.5, no more than 3 anyway. I think it was around about 2 hours, to be honest. But yeah, the line work was horrific, and then when she got onto the shading, I felt so much better. And then when she got into the colour, while again it was obviously still very painful, it just felt a bit nicer. It's more of a surface scratch to me, whereas line work is like digging in. Once the tattoo was done, I obviously hopped off of the tattoo bed and then all hell broke loose. Okay, I've only just started walking normally, but straight after I was limping. I started to swell up pretty much straight away. I swell up pretty badly. I don't know why, it's just who I am as a person. I don't know. But of course, it is all so worth it. Again, the final result is just perfection in my mind. Again, I'm very biased because I love a traditional rose, but I love the colours that Emma used when it comes to getting tattooed by Emma. Well, as a whole, to be honest with you, but especially with Emma, I always let her do her own thing when it comes to colour palettes because she just, ooh, she's a magician, right? Like, she knows what works together. And yeah, it was over and done with like that. And I'm so glad I have done it because, oh, yeah, I just never ever have to get my knee tattooed again. Like, I'm so glad that has been checked off the list. Apart from the back of my knees, I don't want to because I know that that is going to be so bad. If it's anything like inner elbow, and then adding on the fact of walking, oh, it's going to be so spicy. But you know what? That is a very future Lauren problem. That's at the back of me. Okay? What happens at the back of me? That's not a me problem. Alright? If you don't like the look of my naked behind knee, sounds like a you problem to me. You know? Does it affect me? Can't see it. Oh, if only it was that simple. You know? Because I do have the back of my like calves tattooed and stuff. So that's not really how I feel deep down, is it? But yeah, I would say kneecap, front of knee tattoo is definitely an 8 or an 8.5. A 10 out of 10 for me is a palm tattoo. Ultimate spice, okay? But the aftermath of a knee tattoo is probably one of the worst. Don't want to like scare anyone or anything, but it's the fact that you cannot walk. Well, you can, but it hurts so bad, especially the day after. That blood rush feeling, it literally feels like you've been hit on the knee with a hammer. You know, like when you wake up and you have to go to the toilet and you're like dying for a wee and you're like, oh my god, like the panic of needing a wee is enough, but then you lose all control of your knee and you're limping and then it really hurts and you're like, like the amount of times I have shouted and screamed because my knee has hurted over the past few days. It literally probably sounds like a murder house in here from the amount I have been carrying on. Again, it's all been so worth it. I'm now getting to the dry and scabby phase and a little bit itchy every now and then. There's a little teasing of the itch and I'm like, oh god, here we go. Because that is the most annoying part of healing to me. The itchy phase, I cannot stand it. I hate it so much. I've also had quite a bit of a bruise come up. I mean, I am anemic and I bruise easily anyway, so this is nothing for me to worry about at all. My other knee tattoo bruised as well. I've been using Butterlux to heal this. I absolutely love Butterlux. I have quite a few different scents now. I ordered like 4 new scents. Well, 2 of them I've already had. The 2 that I already had was the strawberry and cream and the bubblegum one. But I now have a apple and cherry one and they are absolutely divine. They are so nice. And I have 2 different formulas, which is the balm, which is what I've had before. And then I wanted to try out the, I think it's like a whipped butter. I think that's what it's called. I've never had that before or tried it. Oh my god, the formula of this is impeccable. I think it's my favorite one because it literally feels like a mousse. You know, like the mousse you eat, a dessert mousse, it's like that. But it, like, you scoop it up on your finger and it looks really thick and you're like, oh god, I don't know if I should be using this because I personally don't like using thick creams when healing a tattoo. You know, anything heavy is just not for me personally. I don't like the way it just sits on the skin. I feel like the tattoo can't breathe. But this whipped mousse situation melts into your skin. Oh my god, it's so good. I think it is actually my favourite tattoo aftercare formula. I've tried a lot in my life and once I've used all of what I've got up, I will definitely be using the whipped butter mousse situation more. That will be the type I order more of in the future. This isn't sponsored or an ad or anything. I bought everything myself, yada yada yada. But yeah, just sharing the wealth, the knowledge. And yeah, I'm glad that I'm now able to walk pretty decently now. It still feels pretty sore and my knee just feels a bit tight, you know, as the skin is drying out. It just feels really tight. Of course, I am using the Butterlux to help with that, but you know, there's only so much a tattoo aftercare product can do. You know, I feel like this tightness is deep rooted. I don't think any product could touch it, you know, like it's so in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the tattoo front. I only have one more tattoo appointment booked, and that is with Heidi Fury. It was meant to happen in a couple of weeks time, but she had to move me to end of December because she's going on holiday or something. I'm not sure, there was like a schedule conflict or whatever. But that's been moved to end of December, and that was to get a death moth on this sort of region of my chest. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I will still be burping and feeling okay by then. I hope so, touch wood. If not, I'll get another throat Botox appointment anyway, because I have seen the light, I have seen how much this has changed my life. I don't really mind, you know, spending my life getting Botox injected into my throat if it makes me feel like it does at the moment, you know. Other than that, I have no other appointments booked. I do want to get a microblading eyebrow touch up, mainly because it's faded just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit, and I would love to get it a bit darker because my hair is obviously dyed much darker. When I got it to start off with, my hair was blonde. I have absolutely no plans of changing my hair colour. Before filming, I did message my hairdresser who does my hair extensions if she could put like silver hair extensions in my hair so I can have a couple of like silver streaks within my hair, and then that way I don't have to bleach my hair. Okay, winner winner, no bleach, no damage. Like, my hair is at its healthiest it's ever been, you know, even though I went from blonde to auburn to like a dark purple, no, it was dark red, then it was dark purple, and now we're back to the black. It's still in such a good condition. The ends are a little bit dry in places, but I look after my hair so well because I never used to. Oh my gosh, the way my hair was when I was like from 15 to, oh god, I want to say like 29. I used to abuse my hair so much. I would go from black to blonde to red to black to blonde in the space of like 3 months. And I'm sure if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know I used to dye my hair all the crazy colourful colours. You know, I had blues, greens, purple, all of the colours. But yeah, I have invested in my hair so much, and the extensions surprisingly do help. I have the micro ring ones, so they're basically just clamped to your head with a little metal bead, so there's no glue, no heat, nothing like that. But anyway, like I was saying, sorry, tangents just off on one, but like I was saying, I would like to get my eyebrows microbladed darker to match my dark hair, because I have absolutely no plans on changing my hair anytime soon, apart from possibly the blonde extensions put in, but I won't be changing it drastically. It'll only be a few streaks, if that makes any sense. So potentially an eyebrow update this year maybe. If not, it'll be early next year that I do such a thing. I also would really like to do the whole lip tattooing thing. It's not so much for colour, it would be more so to change the shape of my lips, because I have a very, very defined Cupid's bow and it bugs me so much. Like, it's not cute, you know? Like, if I was to actually put my lipstick the way my actual lips are, people would question me so much. They're like, what the hell? What kind of Cupid's bow is that? That's really defined and over the top. So I did ask the person that did my freckle tattoos and my microblading if she could, you know, change the shape of my mouth, because she does the whole lip blush, lip tattooing as well. And she said, yeah, absolutely, we can do something like that to either like match up with the rest of your lip colour, or we can like change it as a whole kind of vibe. So that's another thing I would really like to do. That's something I've wanted to do for quite a while, like dabble in the whole lip tattoo thing. I've always put it off because I wear a lot of lipstick, but there are days when I obviously don't wear lipstick, you know, and I'm just like, oh, it could be cute to have like some colour on my lips, because my lips are naturally very, very pale, or like a super pale pink, so a bit more definition and warmth or something would be 10 out of 10. So we are in October, so I don't know if I will do it this year. I don't know, because there's still November, December that I can do it in, you know, so it might happen this year, depending on like if Chloe, who's the person that does my cosmetic tattooing, is free, or if not, it'll be a early next year kind of vibe. I also really want a Gilmore Girls tattoo. I know that is like the most basic or white girl basic tattoo idea, but I can't even explain to you how happy Gilmore Girls makes me. I'm currently rewatching it for like the 100th time, because of course it is the season to do such a thing, okay? You know, with it being autumn and winter coming up, it's just the perfect time of year to watch Gilmore Girls, and I just love it so much. It's like my ultimate comfort TV show, you know, well, other than Friends, because I love Friends too, but yeah, it's one of those shows that it just gives me such a warm, cozy feeling. Let me know what your ultimate favorite comfort TV show is. Oh, and on the subject of TV shows, who watched Alice in Borderland, and have you seen the promo for season 3? Oh my god, I'm so excited. The first 2 seasons were so good. Literally one of my favorite TV shows of all time. It's pretty graphic, so if you're not into that kind of thing, then I recommend not watching it, but if you can handle that kind of thing, I highly, highly recommend it. And I'm honestly just so excited for a season 3. I cannot wait. But yeah, other than that, I don't know if I've got anything else exciting to talk about, to be honest with you. You know, I'm just incredibly excited that it is now my favourite time of year. I just cannot wait to start watching a ton of Halloween horror films. I actually haven't watched any as of yet, because again, I've been watching Gilmore Girls. So I haven't watched any like spooky films, whether that's the super cheesy stuff or the horror. I really need to get on that, especially like Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas, come on. Since filming this, me and Tom watched The Black Phone, and it was alright. Not my favourite horror, but not my least favourite either, you know? And then it'll be Christmas film time. Oh my god. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. And then me and the bestie. Oh my goodness. We're going to Disney for Christmas. I'm so excited. We're going in the beginning of December because it's Yasmin's birthday and Christmas gift from me from like last year, this year. Her birthday's in January. It was her 30th birthday, so I got her a trip to Disney. We're going for 4 days. I'm just so excited, mainly just to see how Yasmin reacts to Disney at Christmas. Oh my gosh, because we went for Halloween in 2017, which is my favourite. Halloween is my favourite, and Christmas is Yasmin's favourite. So oh, I just cannot wait to see her face, see all of the decorations and the Christmas trees and then all of the Christmas foods and treats, and oh my god, it's gonna be so fun. I will definitely be vlogging that. So if you enjoy mine and Yasmin's adventures when it comes to like vlogs and stuff, then that will be happening. And yeah, I think that's about it, to be honest. I don't think I have anything else super exciting to announce or anything. So I will probably go now before I natter your ear off too much about random stuff. And yeah, I hope you are all doing very well. I hope you stay safe and comfy and cozy, and until my next video, bye.